Hey everybody, it's me, Liz, here to do a vlog. I've been mulling this one over for a while, and I figured I would just stop mulling and start talking. So today I want to talk about why I think it's important to label things sometimes. And so I think in our culture, there's like a big fear sometimes of putting labels on stuff for not wanting to be judged or misunderstood, which, has validity to it. However, in my experience, figuring out what's going on with my brain wiring, with my attention span, with just how I operate in this world, and why I feel so anxious so often, and all the things. And then lots of reasons why I have so much pain, like body pain and headaches and the whole thing. It's been super empowering to find labels for stuff. And so whether label is, ADHD or anxiety or pervasive thoughts or whatever it is, it's super empowering sometimes. And it also kind of bursts the bubble, I think, of knowing something's going on, feeling like it's not right, feeling like an outsider potentially, just getting really like, what's going on, being really afraid and all these things. And if I can sit back and be like, oh, wait a minute, this is because of how I'm wired, and then I can look at it and say, oh, okay, what I'm feeling right now is fear, and accurately identifying it can really give it some validity, give it a little hug, and then often it dissipates a lot. It always dissipates a ton faster than if I'm just freaking out about it, right? And so I don't know. I'm just want to be empowering that way to others. So if you're feeling like something's off, or there's some discomfort or something that's happening in your life that you're afraid to look at, I would totally recommend looking at it, just diving in and finding your people who can support you in that journey, and celebrate you in finding knowledge and finding answers and names and information about it. And then once you have that, you can do with it what you want, right? So finding out that I have ADHD it still is a humongous deal, right? I mean, it was like this really big game changer, and I went through this pretty long process of just being like, this to identify who I am, who am I within this heading? What does this label mean? Where am I in the midst of all this? And now it's been a few years. It's been, 5 or 6 years. And continually as the dust settles, I can find myself where I am and where that label or that heading intersects, and how it can be super empowering. So I just have so much more clarity of, in the morning, if I'm trying to get out the door and I'm feeling overwhelmed and I'm feeling scattered and I'm like literally running from one room to the next and just can't get my body still, I can have so much more compassion for myself to be like, okay, there's a reason why I'm feeling this way. This is a thing. Many, many other people feel this way too. Let me get back to my basics, get back to my systems, and really be able to get through this moment knowing that I can either prepare better for the next time, or that just sometimes that's how the morning is, and it's okay, and it doesn't mean that I'm a bad person or I'm not trying hard enough or I'm doing anything wrong. It's legit just how I'm wired. And that's not from a place of an excuse and just being like, that's how I'm wired. Sorry, just won't have my act together. It's more of just like, it's okay. It's okay. This is a thing, and there's a name to it, and that feels very comforting. So I don't know. Just wanted to put that out there. It keeps coming up in my life. It also helps for me for emotions and feelings. So for many, 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 many years of my life, most of my life, it felt like the only answer to the question of how am I doing, the only answer that was okay was I'm doing great, or I'm doing at least fine. I'm doing fine. I'm making things happen. And just in the past year or so, probably maybe it's 6 months, I'm opening up to the fact that sometimes the answer is I'm not doing fine, and that needs to be okay too. And having that authenticity of identifying what I'm actually feeling in the moment is really hard. It's so hard. It is so hard sometimes for me to figure out how I'm actually feeling, because the pathways of I'm fine, just keep going, just charge ahead, don't worry about it, push those other feelings aside, is so well ingrained that these little dirt side pathway routes of being real about it and feeling it and being honest about it, are going to take some time to become super highways, and I feel confident that eventually the infrastructure will be there, so I will have those routes to go down as well, of of being in touch with how I'm actually feeling so that it doesn't turn into a migraine or throwing my back out or holding tension in my body because I feel like there's this disconnect of what I'm saying to myself or saying to the world and then how I'm actually feeling on the inside. And so, yay for labels. Labels help. They're informative. It doesn't have to be the whole story, but I think it's an important piece of it. And so, I don't know. Please let me know your thoughts. I really appreciate hearing your feedback, and just, I don't know, how people, what they think about it. And are you pro label? Are you con label? I mean, it's totally open and there's no right or wrong. It's just what's right for each individual person and family, and time in your life. And that's cool too. So let me know your thoughts. I'd love to hear it. You can post below or comment or share this or do all the social media things. That would be really cool. And that way I know that these are reaching people and they're helping, and it's super encouraging and helps me know that this is a good thing to do. So let me know your thoughts. Hope you have a great day. Wish me luck. I'm going on my youngest first field trip, and I'm doing a serious psych up about it. Lots of labels are happening in my brain. And yeah, stay tuned. Okay, take care. Bye.